All right, guys. So this is a interesting video. It's kind of highlights the importance of why you should go through and inspect all your parts prior to throwing everything together. I do know of a couple people that are actively trying to install this big bore kit at the moment. That being said, there's a little bit of issue that I found with this, and by a little bit of an issue, I mean this could have been absolutely detrimental to the longevity of the engine itself. The good thing for me is that I do have an oil pressure gauge. I probably might have caught it, might not have, and I'll show you here in a little bit. But I did make a short on it, but this is going to be a little bit more of a detailed video. So I wanted to go through and take a look and line up the ports. So as you can see, we have the ports here. And the instructions that they send over to you, they actually tell you to kind of bore these out a little bit, specifically to increase coolant flow. That way you can, hopefully get a little bit more extra cooling. This is made off of basically these are both second gens, and when they redid the actual cylinder for the second gen, they changed it up because, as you can see, it's missing some ports that are on the first gen. They basically did that to reinforce the deck itself and to try to prevent the cylinder head warping issue that they're having. They found the issue to be specifically here. It was a larger port, and so they did this. They bridged it to help and try to prevent it from warping. So, but the issue that I have is that while going through and looking, I lined up all the coolant vents or coolant ports, and then I said, you know what? Let me look and see. I'll take a look at the oil feed. Right, this is the oil feed, and then I went and looked on here, and to my surprise, I shined a flashlight through the bottom of that port, and I couldn't see any light. And I've already kind of poked it a little bit, but I'm just going to show you. So if you look inside, that's a whole bunch of crud, and that crud was built up to where it was actually physically blocked. That right there came out of it. I'm still going to have to go through and actually clean it out. That would have been a end to the engine. There's a good chance that even if oil did make it through that port, all that stuff is really fine looking material. I'm assuming it's probably media blast from when they blasted the side of the cylinder and painted it, because I don't think it's originally supposed to be black. But that's a huge deal. Huge deal. And I caution anyone that does buy this, please make sure that you're inspecting it closer, because of that. That is, those particles have broken up. There's a good chance it would clog out the oil gallery jets, specifically for the cam squirters. Those things already have problems as it is because the jets are so small, and if your oil's dirty or you don't go through and clean them enough, it can cause all kinds of issues where you see people with worn down cams and stuff like that, and end up having to do a lot of head work because of that. But this is just, it's gonna be a short caution video, right? Something that I just saw that I wanted to throw out there, because last thing that I want to see is anybody throw their stuff together and realize it's too late and end up destroying their engine. So if you do get this, please be cautious. Inspect your parts as always, and make sure you go through and clean everything thoroughly yourself. Just because it came from a machine shop or was, machined elsewhere by somebody that might be a professional, does not mean that you won't get any kind of blast media or any kind of other dirt in random spots within the engine. So that's it. Hopefully I'll get some more progress. Oh wait, nope, I take it back. I do got one more thing. There was another person that I do know that I spoke to. He reached out to me. We chit chat over Instagram, and we were talking about the piston rings, and I mentioned it in the other video, but these are the piston rings that come with it. Now, speaking to him, he told me that he had a buddy of his that had this kit specifically, and in that process, I guess I don't know if it was like he didn't go through and line these up correctly, or if there was an installation error, or if it's a material error, and I guess it started burning oil rather quickly. So, out of an abundance of caution, I did a bunch of research, and thankfully, this package actually has the dimensions of the actual rings themselves. Went and found that Molly makes a ring set, and it's for it's like a 2012 Tacoma, I want to say is what it is. Anyways, the dimensions are exactly what's on here, right? I did I used my caliper to check it as well, and I think they're going to work. I went ahead and ordered them. I want to see when they come in and compare them, and then also see how they fit on the piston itself. But I know Molly is an excellent company, and I think I would much rather trust throwing something like that on there, especially since I don't know much about, these specific rings or where they came from. But I know for a fact that the Molly rings are more than likely going to be more than fine. That being said, unfortunately, it means I don't remember if it was for a 6-cylinder or a 4-cylinder, but I may have like 5 sets of these extra coming in because, unfortunately, you can't buy it for 1 cylinder. So, at some point, I may have some extra ones that I'm going to try to offload specifically so that I can kind of offset the cost, assuming that it all works. So, part number for that is it's Molly and then 42227. So if you want to take a look at that, you can pull it up online. And then you can see, I think Summit Racing has it. I ended up getting it off Partzilla it was like $70, and I think it was $80 plus with shipping. But might be a good option. But as soon as I get some more information, I'll let you know. Biggest thing, specifically with that is I'm gonna have to go through and make sure that these are properly gapped with the new set. I would obviously check to make sure these are properly gapped when I install them, even on this kit. But when I have that information and I get some more of those parts together, I'll probably go ahead and do that. Last question. If anyone here has installed the Spears head studs, let me know how that process was. I've been debating and considering if I want to try to get some. I haven't had any issues with the OEM set, but that was with an OEM piston and everything else. So I'm debating whether or not I should just go ahead and swap that out. The only thing that I'm a little hesitant about is there's a part on there that talks about where there's a little bit of drilling required. That's the only part that I'm a little hesitant about. So if you got experience in that or you've done it before, let me know. I definitely might have some questions for you. So that's it. I don't got anything else for you, I promise this time. And hopefully I'll have some more material here in the future. But other than that, that's all I got. Have a good one.